This is Sean Pritchard with Module 3, QMB 4000 Airport Restaurant Violation Report. The full code is listed on Google Colab with the Jupyter Notebook, and the link is here below. So let's go ahead and get into the data. First of all, we'll be looking at the airport restaurant data set to find correlations and trends based on the code violations for all the district restaurants inside the given airports of the data set. We're going to be looking for the total number of violations, the most popular violations, cuisines with the largest number of violations, total number of restaurants in each airport, restaurants with the highest grade, dates that have the highest violations being occurred, and restaurants with the most reoccurring inspections and violations. So let's go ahead and get into this. So the total number of violations would be based off the number of restaurants reported in the data set, which is 51,097. And later you're going to see that that's going to be distributed across 41,186 different airports. The most popular violation by far was non-food contact surfaces being used. These are restaurants who use surfaces that ain't really made for food prep. Then we have cuisines with the largest numbers of violations, and our winner for that is Latin food, the Cuban, Dominican, Puerto Rican. This is the one which reached the most violations. The total number of restaurants at each airport, like we just said, is 51,097 out of 41,000 airports recorded in the data set over the span of time between, 2013 to 2017. So the restaurants with the highest grade, which I need to change that title, would be Dunkin' Donuts, Subway, and McDonald's. These are bigger corporate type restaurants, and Dunkin' Donuts, took the cake on winning that. Then we have the dates for the date rates for the highest violations that occurred. And this I actually had to interpolate my data and imputate a bunch of dates, which was kind of complicated, but there was a lot of different dates because the years span from 2013 to 2017. So I just related the data for 2017, and as you can see here, on August 17th, 2017, there was a lot more violations than anywhere else. Then we go to the restaurants with the most inspections. Again, Dunkin' Donuts, Subway, and McDonald's won this, even though I used different data sets. I used the violation codes to correlate with the DBA, which is the restaurants, to find this data, and you can see that this is what our results are. Here are some trend slides. I kind of made some bigger plots so we can get a little bit more data in here, kind of see some more restaurants in there that had the most violation inspections. And then we have violation dates. I blew that up so we could see that a little bit more, but it's still the 2017. And this is a trend line that I've used with pandas and matplotlib that shows a correlation of a downward curve that I've blown up based over that time span from 2013 to 2017. So this shows the trend based on every year, 2013, 2017. I crunched it into one visual. I know that we were told not to have visuals that were real messy and we couldn't see, but my point for this wasn't to try to see the individual data lines. It was to try to correlate a trend, and we can see here since 2013 violations were up, and we can see them going slightly down and now coming back up over here in 2017. So let's go ahead and get into the meat of this subject. Over 51,000 violations based on business data sets. The most popular violation was not having correct surfaces for food to be prepared on. Latin food received the most violations. There are a total number of 51,000 restaurants and 41,186 airports. Dunkin' Donut being one of the most frequent restaurants in the airports. Restaurants that received the most inspections were Dunkin' Donuts, Subway, and McDonald's. And the most frequent violation date occurred on August 12, 2017. So what can this mean? Well, this shows us that there are 2,078 violations between 2013 and 2017 that are worth notice. The restaurants need to get proper services to prepare food. So if this was actually something that was required implemented in restaurants, maybe the violations would go down. That would be something that CEO would be interested in because that would save money and time. Latin food seems to be a bad bet in airports. There are a total number of 51,000 restaurants. Bigger name businesses like Dunkin' Donuts get more inspections and violations together. violations happen more during the summertime according to the data that we receive through the date map. So that is all I got for my presentation. I hope you enjoy it and you guys have a great week.